Stadium, Baton Rouge. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. St. Clair, out wide left, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. They want to run this quarterback. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Left side is Smith. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick give. It's Jackson. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. RPO complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Dropping back, it's Levin. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Comes down, it's Pickett. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Berry. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
2nd down, gonna throw it. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
I'll tell you, this...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Dumps it to the back. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They give it back to him. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Tavian on the play action. Out wide left, it's Roberts. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to run, it's Jackson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might as well run him again. All over him immediately.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Hits the afterburners. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Fighting off the defender. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Enough to move the chains. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Moving the pocket, it's Levin. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Berry. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Hits inside, it's Berry. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Left side, it's Berry. Touchdown, Tigers! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Deep in the end zone, it's Burrows. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing St. Clair. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Oh, pressure's coming. Going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Gets it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Levin. Back's got it on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on a screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football when they got the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Making his first move. in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tavian St. Clair looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Turns it loose. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. St. Clair turns it upfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout signal by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throwing St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And it's not a...
And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Yukon Huskies taking on the Temple Owls. And it's the Huskies setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off play action. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action. It's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sets his feet. It's Levitt. Rushes on. Trying to get away. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down to the air. Right side, it's Berry. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
There he goes. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
But when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up. But this one, third and long. Making the adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Under pressure. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Good right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Burrows. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
They go play action with St. Clair. Wide open downfield. At the 45 on his way. Lots of room to run. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. In the red area, it's Cross. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Drops back. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. The run inside. It's Jones. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Didn't have a... room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run to the left. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And another. For this offense, they are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And send the tight end in motion. Going to the run, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Out wide right, it's Jones. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game. The defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll send the back in motion. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Tavian St. Clair. Still looking. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Smith. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Coming out with it, it's Ashley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. He fires one deep over the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. St. Clair from the gun on third down. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in down the middle. Flying down the left side. And they're gonna score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. From deep, it's Ashley. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15.
Here we go, ready.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Complete downfield. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off to stop the threat. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.